Hello, here's a video in which I, Nick, will show you an update of my Lego Hero Factory MOC, Geneva Force. So, you guys probably have already seen Force, or not. It depends on whether you watch the first review of Force or not. And here is Force again, with some improvements. So let's just start right away with telling you what these improvements are. So I still kept the concept of Force, not Smash. Smash is something completely different. Of Force the same, and the look and the color scheme are also quite the same. There are only some differences, and some of them I specifically made to make her heavier, because if she was heavier I would be able to legally put these things on, these friction adders, and these friction adders make it really less hard to poke your knees. So that is something that is pretty awesome, and I think I'll just show you the other changes. So I also changed these things, these armor shells, black armor shells, from 5 long to 6 long, because right now it covers the whole bone. First it got some of its color scheme from the black bone that was here, but you are not really allowed to get color schemes from bones, only when the bone is exposed, like with cheek Gregor. But apart from that, you really need to get the color scheme from the shells themselves, and not from the bones. It's a little bit lighter than I hoped it would be, especially from this side. And apart from that, I also put these friction adders, like I said. This makes the measurements, I don't really know, it makes it more balanced, the lengths of the different limbs and torso, and it makes the measurements more in balance, because right now this one is 6 and this one is 7, so that is better than 5, 7. And it also makes the friction adders makes it easier to turn the knees without turning the hips. Then the torso is completely the same, and I changed the lower arms to the longer ones, the same ones used in the upper legs, the 5 long instead of the 4 long. Now it has a ball joint there, it doesn't use the ball joint, but that is also to keep the measurement in balance, and a bit to just get some more weight on it, so it will be legally to put on the friction adders. I think you can't just put on the friction adders because it will be easier to pose. I mean, that is one reason you put them on, but they also need to be heavy. If you put a friction adder on a figure that is too small, it will only take away playability. So I wanted some more weight on it. She still got her Force tattoos, or just prints, just paint. It needs to represent them in the Hero Factory world, but I call them tattoos for Force Hero tattoos. And then we also, you did nothing, I did all of the hard work, sorry. And then I also changed the weapon, and I really wanted Force to have a weapon which had some story about it, and which was unique, just a new idea, a new concept, not just a simple standard sword in her hand. And at first she had an expanded version of Drill Dozer's left-handed weapon, and that was kinda awesome because I called it the Force Blade, and it really looked like something new, not completely super technique and tricky original new, but just new, just an expanded version of an older thing and not used in an official set. So that was enough. But right now I got something which looks even more, well, even less original. It looks like I just took a stick and just two of these things, and then I was done. Two of these new blades. I got them from Cheek Cracker. And yeah, I will also do the Legend of Champ construction reviews, but that will take some time, and I need to think on which one I will start. But about the weapon, so I didn't just change the weapon into a more simple one. I also just a little side effect. These things are added on to make the stick thicker, to make it not a really skinny stick that will break easily. And like Iris, you can't just use only of these, because if she will take it out of their hand, then they will fall off. So if you want to do it, you need to have some stoppers. And with Iris, the stoppers were really annoying, because it was all the way black. Well, it started with transparent blue, then you got gunmetal gray or titanium metallic, then you got black, and then you got what you call medium stone gray, and then again only black, and then at the very end another medium stone gray. But I tried to use it in my advantage and have a nice simple pattern in it. And they should really have done it with Iris. I mean, they could have done the same as I did with Iris. So 3 of these things I also got from Iris, with these little stoppers, these little technic stoppers on them. And you can see it's stopper, what you call these, double pinholes, I call them. Double pinhole, half X-hole hole, double pinhole, half X-hole, double pinhole, half X-hole. I was kind of thinking of making the half X-holes, the little technic stoppers, yellow, just bright yellow, because they also exist in that color. And then you won't really have the construction worker or the caution colors, and that would really look professional on this one, just having a brute weapon with some caution patterns on it. So it would still look brute, but also credible to be used by a hero, because it would really look professional. Whenever it is too brute, there will be some kind of warning on it, just a warning on the stick. So I think I'm going to do that, but I was also thinking it will bring in a little bit too much color, because she already got black a lot and silver, and as you may know, she will also have purple in her. Oh, and by the way, if you want to understand something about this overview, you really need to see the previous one. I will put a link in the description, and you can also watch on my channel for it. And then the final thing I changed is just, I will get back on the weapon, because there's one more thing about it. And the final thing I changed is this here. Because of the light you may not have noticed, but she has a visor. And I've already showed you this visor combination previously. I'll try to get a good look. It is Furno's visor on Breeze's hat. And that really gives a good look, because it looks like she has her eyes narrowed for combat. Like she closes her eyes a little bit, because she knows there are blades in the battle, and she might get sand in her eye because they are really battling. Like a vicious fighting look she gets on her face, a fighting expression. Just a little bit eye defense and a little bit narrowing eyes, because you are really tactical thinking to make a good strike. And it also looks like some kind of a helmet right now, like she gets some kind of gladiator helmet, and because of it is gunmetal gray, it really goes with the blades. So I'm really happy to have this visor combination with this hat of this one. I wanted to use them on another MOC, which one of you guys called Breeze XL, and I will probably try to want to build that other MOC again too, but that'll mean I got not enough of these heads and visors, and I really like Force more than that other one. The other one was just a simple MOC. It was big, but it was not really complex, so I think I more like Force. And what is so special about the weapon I made? Well, it is special because it perfectly fits Force. As you may know, this can happen with Force. Just wait a second. Ta-da! Well, that isn't alright. Ta-da! Here are Force shoot pieces. Force got some armor she can add on later on in battle, or just at the hero factory. I don't know where they are always stored, but she can just put them on when she needs them, and her power will increase to the point where she's twice as strong as Bulk. Normally, she's more agile and more limber and more quick than she is with shoot, but when she takes on shoot, these things will kinda decrease, and then her powers, when her physical power, her strength, will improve a lot. And to add these on, you don't have to take anything off her. You could just easily, like some of you may have already known, do this with her knees, do this with her knees. Then, look what is so special about the weapon. Okay, take a good look at the weapon. Pause the video maybe if you want, just how the hands are posed. And then, we do this. Look how that works out. You bend the elbows, and look what the weapon became. Her arms are posed the same way, and look how the weapon is. It is exactly the same. It is posed exactly like it was before she turned around. And that is what makes this weapon so special. It perfectly fits Force's transformation. And it also fits Force's force. Brute force in some of her styles. This weapon called kinda represent not brute force, but technical fighting, just a little quick strikes with a little bit of a big stick. I mean, do you know Donatello from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? He also got a stick with a little knife on it. And this one, stick fighting, just fighting with a stick weapon, is sometimes represented as being tactical fighting. And Force is sometimes tactical fighting, but because of the brute things, it can also represent brute force when she put on her armor. And then the only thing you need to take off is the hero core, of course, because this is the place to put on the hero core, and this armor piece is put on while you transform. I mean, you could place the hero core on both, so you don't need to put an extra, so you don't need to change it while transforming. You not need to take it off. But that's one way it also works out. The only thing you really change is the hero core, so that doesn't really matter. But her weapons, her legs, her limbs, her head, it's all just turned around. And why is it turned around? Well, that is just because the add-on for the torso shell, the purple torso shell, is on the back of Force normally, and she got some armor on the front, which is now her back. And look how Force looks right now. So there is one thing I don't like about improved Force. One little thing. And that is, the color scheme is totally ruined by these gray friction adders. Because to not really let the purple stand out here, like it is purple close to each other, and then purple really far away in legs. I also put on these silver here so this will have some space and some color between it, but I also wanted to write the color scheme for it. So I went from purple to black to silver to black to purple. That way it doesn't really stand out that the purple is so far away, but now there is gray between it, and it's really outstanding gray because it ruins the whole idea of being black here. Now it looks like purple, gray, black, silver and black, and then purple. And it looks like it is just a little bit of black, not an enough amount of black. So if you would ever, you know, just to imagine it, be made as an official set, you really will need these things in black, and I hope they will once be available in black. I mean, some parts will just only be available in one color, so it will be easily for collectors to collect all colors, and you don't have to stress to buy a set double because you know the color is available and you know the color needs to be, that color scheme needs to be part of a figure. But this time it is really important that these are black. I mean, there are reasons I hope these will never really be available in black, but for this one I would really like it if they were available in black. But that is it for now, and you know, the weapon looks great. It can be twisted with her transformation and still looks completely the same. Their head looks really nice. She's, I think, just a little bit too light to use the friction adders, but the friction adders also got reason for more easily transformation. So I think I got enough reason to put on the friction adders. She finally got some real black color scheme here, not only just the bone color scheme, but real black color scheme. Only this needs to be black. Nice tattoos, and the blades are gunmetal like a visor, and she now has 2 hands. So I think it is quite a lot of an improvement. It still could use some improvement. Maybe I will possibly change these things to yellow. It will really fit the idea of Force. Really professional with these colors. Just a brute weapon, like it is a scavenger weapon, like it is a construction weapon, and not really a brute weapon to kill with. More a police style or construction worker style, just officer style of weapon. So that is it for now, and I will not say I'll see you again soon, particularly because I need to do a lot of homework and I really don't have the time to make videos very soon, and I think it is better to say I talk to you again soon, because I never see you guys. I mean, I can see you guys on your YouTube channels, but you can't see me and just don't see me in the videos themselves. So it's kinda creepy to say I'll see you again soon, so I think I'll just say I'll talk to you again soon. That is just better. And then just thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe, you can also see all of the upcoming channel reviews, and my channel will be able to grow more, and I will be able to do more stuff. Whenever Pokemon X and Y coming into store on October 12th, I will also try to make some Pokemon walkthroughs as soon as I get the right technology or just knowledge for it, how to do that. And then for now, just bye, because this video is done. So bye.